All it is resistance. Although the cause of this resistance is unknown, doesn't mean we can't work through it. This resistance is a weird thing, because why would nature instill in us a mechanism that would hold us back from being as productive as we possibly can be with our lives? Was it at one point a safety precaution, and is it still one today? Let's look at it through the lens of a hunter-gatherer. Say there's a blizzard outside and your family's hungry, or there's an animal that you are not so sure that you're going to be able to harvest. Do you take the risk? Do you fight that resistance within? Today, that hunter that went against his internal resistance, we would call him brave. Would his partner agree with us? Now, fast forward to 2025. The worst thing that could happen when going to forage for food is not finding a parking spot. Today, instead of having that inner resistance that stops you from, say, going out into a blizzard, we have that from going to the gym, working on our passion projects, or just simply doing activities that make our life more fruitful. Could you argue that if you are a person trying to better yourself, you are modern day brave because you're risking falling flat on your face? So is modern day failing a caveman's poor decision making that leads to his death? Is failing on your diet worse than never starting? Or is your YouTube video not turning out the way you want it to, or the channel growing at the rate you want it to, worse than never starting it? I would highly disagree, but one thing that is true is you become very vulnerable to criticism when you begin to try. But that does not mean you should not begin. Putting effort into something is brave because it is showing the world, and more importantly, yourself, that you care about something. Therefore, by caring, you are unintentionally giving criticism and embarrassment a seat at the table. This is a topic that runs through my mind constantly, is this inner resistance. I'm extremely curious where this comes from, and I cannot find an answer. Why would there be a resistance in us to lead the best life we possibly can? We know these certain foods are making us unhealthy. We know these actions we are choosing are not beneficial to us. We know that there's things in life that are harming us. Yet as humans, we still do it. I mean, we all fall victim to this, the typical, I want to start reading more. But yet, you're laying in bed, you're scrolling on TikTok, you're scrolling on Instagram, and you can't seem to put the phone down and pick up the book. Even though you know there is nothing malicious that's going to happen to you by picking up that book. It is only going to benefit you. And we know scrolling for hours and hours is an endless pit that will just ruin you. But yet we still choose to do it. And it's not even and sometimes it doesn't even feel like an active choice. It feels like it's just what your body's doing and what your mind's doing. No matter how many times you tell yourself, the other thing that I'm trying to do is super good for me, there's still that resistance that keeps you doing the poor decision. And why? I just don't get why. What's the implication of that? What is the reasoning behind why that is a thing inside of us? And again, I've asked this before on this YouTube channel. Is that a new development in humans, or is that something that has been with us since the dawn of man? I don't know that answer right now, and I don't know if anybody knows that answer, but I'm going to continue to search for that answer through science and philosophy. You guys know the drill. Don't worry, I did have one of these the whole time. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.